What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I have some really interesting Friday news for you. Apparently, Kyle Richards and Denise Richards from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, well before Denise quit, have patched things up between themselves. I don't know if they would say that they're friends or anything like that, but according to Kyle, in an interview that she did with Us Weekly magazine, the two of them have buried the hatchet. She actually said, and I quote, "I never like leaving things hanging and having, loose ends like that. And I've texted with her since then and we're good. We're in a good place, but I would have loved to come back and work through all that. But it didn't end up that way, but we can work it out off camera." How fascinating is it that Kyle could go after Denise's marriage and her reputation in the eyes of millions of people on camera, and all it takes for Denise to forgive her is a simple text message? I don't know. Listen, Kyle is the messenger, so she could be exaggerating the nature of their relationship. I personally would like to believe that after a takedown like that, Denise does not, listen, maybe they're not actively feuding, but Denise does not F with Kyle. I would never forgive that. I couldn't. Kyle legitimately led a massive crusade against her for no reason, And then on top of that, Kyle also made a couple of disparaging comments about the way that Denise Richards looked, literally calling her a ragamuffin. According to Kyle, that is one of her biggest regrets this season. Not the takedown, but, calling Denise a ragamuffin. She actually said, and I quote, "Listen, it's one of my biggest regrets this season. I said it in a not nice tone. That's what I regret. But the word, honestly, my mom used to always, call me a little ragamuffin. It wasn't a horrible word. You know what I mean? It was just that night that I was having a meltdown and I didn't like the tone. It didn't feel like myself." I don't understand why she is acting like it is not a negative term. She wasn't saying it in a cute way, the way that her mom, she wants us to believe her mom used to say it to her. What she said was, look at her walking around like a ragamuffin because she was wearing a sweater and she had her hair undone or whatever. You know what I mean? In a ponytail. So I think that Kyle, what she mainly regrets is the backlash that she got for it, because a lot of people were like, listen, have an issue with her, what she does, whatever, but leave her appearance out of it. That was pure mean girl. And now she's trying to soften the blow without actually accepting responsibility for how nasty she was to Denise. I don't buy her little justification for it. I believe that if all it was the tone that was mal taken, it would not be her biggest regret of this season. Because Kyle did a lot of other stuff this season that she could widely regret. Own it all or don't own anything at all. This is very fake of you, Kyle. She did also admit in her interview with Us Weekly that this was one of her least favorite seasons of the show, despite the high ratings, which she acknowledged in the interview. She's like, listen, whenever there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, the audience loves it, but it does create a lot of anxiety for me. So, it wasn't one of my favorite seasons to be out here filming. I really wonder how much longer Kyle can slip under the radar. She managed to get away with instigating Puppygate and a lot of other things in the past seasons as well. But a lot of the audience is starting to wise up to her tricks, and the Mean Girls of Beverly Hills are running out of target, so I'm pretty sure it's only a matter of time before it's Kyle who gets turned on. And listen, Kyle cries like she's a 5-year-old, whenever the slightest thing happened. Remember when she called Denise a ragamuffin? She was having a meltdown as if she were a baby over literally nothing at that point. So can you imagine her being in the hot seat for an entire season? I honestly think she would walk out before the end of this season personally, and I want to see it happen. I really do. I don't want to see an evil pull a lie out of thin air with the Lisa Vanderpump situation in Doggate, or something attacking her marriage like she did to Denise over here. But I want to see the girls finally stop and say, hey, listen, I think that this woman is constantly using us to do her dirty work to attack people, and we want to confront it. That would make for some very interesting television, in my humble opinion. And again, I am really believing and counting on Denise turning heel this season to align herself with Garcelle. So maybe, just maybe, it'll happen by season 12. Guys, what do you think about the idea of Kyle and Denise Richards kind of mending their fences? What do you call it? Putting up a bridge, whatever, between the two of them via text message after the massive takedown that Kyle led against Denise. You know, do you believe Kyle's version of events, or are we waiting for Denise to acknowledge this before we take anything Kyle says at face value? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.